Today I have a great treat for you. I'm going to show you how to make vanilla oat cookies. We begin by pouring the flour into the bowl. Then we go for the baking powder. This is half a teaspoon of baking powder. And now we go for the bicarbonate of soda. Another 1/2 teaspoon. We use salt to bring out the flavor on the biscuits, so we use 1/2 teaspoon as well. Although here I put an extra pinch. I guess at some level I was winging it, okay? This is my trademark, by the way. I tend to wing it. So now I think I put here 1/2 teaspoon and a bit more of cinnamon, but I will go for 1 full teaspoon and a little bit more depending of your taste. I didn't measure the butter here. Usually the butter that I get, it has, the grams on one side. So we need 150 grams of butter. We crack 1 egg. We take some vanilla extract. I'm actually using here vanilla paste and some vanilla extract, but you can use any type of vanilla as long as you put plenty of it, so you get some taste of vanilla in the cookies. Brown sugar. I actually love cooking with brown sugar because even though cooking with sugar is not that healthy, I think when you go for the brown sugar, it just feels a little bit healthier. And sometimes I reduce the sugar and I add some honey instead. Or both. And here I'm using both, as you can see. Now, my favorite part, getting dirty with it. We put our gloves, latex or non-latex, depending your preference, and we just stir everything in. I have to say there is nothing more soothing than cooking, to me at least. It's so relaxing, and then when you're baking, the smell of cinnamon, it just goes through the house and it feels so homely and some Christmassy. I mean, this is a cookie that can be done at any time or any stage of the year, but I'm putting it as a Christmas cookie because it does have cinnamon. Oats are something you can play around. If you want to add extra spices, you can do so and still be good. Now I'm mixing, obviously, the flour with all the wet ingredients. Once everything is well mixed, you can actually add the oats. You may ask yourself, what type of oats do we add? Any type. You know, some people they like it more crumbly, so they put the full size oats. Others they like to put it like, you know, the oats that are a bit more loose and smaller pieces. I tend to just add, you know, I have a oats for porridge and I'll just kind of like add those in. Funny story as well, I had to move to Ireland in order to discover oats because we never had oats in my household. So it was actually an interesting find. And once you find oats, you never go back. Porridge, cookies, anything. And it tastes so good. And it has so many benefits for the health. One of the main ones is that it helps lower the cholesterol. So kudos to Coda. Kudos to Coda. I mean, to oats. Kudos to Now here I'm adding some vanilla extract because I've noticed some pastes are pure vanilla. Unless you put loads, you don't get that strong vanilla taste. As the oven is preheating to 180 degrees, fan assisted, I'm going to make the cookies. Now you can do it like me, or you can just make a little ball and then flatten it with your hands. It just depends. If it's just for yourself, you can just, you know, wash your hands, do it by hand, or you can use gloves as well. But the paste tends to be very sticky, so that's why I'm using a spoon. This is the very first time I tried to make oat cookies, and I wanted to test oat cookies with chocolates. And I have to say, if I'm going to do them again, I would do all of them with chocolate, because for some reason it helps to keep the moisture in. They last longer. If you don't do them with the chocolate, usually maybe after 3 or 4 days they start getting a bit dry. But with the chocolate cookies, the chocolate it's really good. Actually, it's so good that it wouldn't even last 4 days. They just disappear. I'm trying to separate them because they will grow to double the size. So a distance, maybe if you can keep maybe 5 centimeters or 3 centimeters between them, that's probably that would help.
Gorgeous. And that's how you know they're good. Oh yeah, they're gonna be good. Thank you. 10 minutes.
See what I mean by the space? They do grow, so